Welcome to Crash Course, and today we're diving into the worlds of everything, everywhere, all at once, and things fall apart. So hang on and let's get started. Let's dive into the basic data. Everything Everywhere All at Once is a genre-bending masterpiece that switches between comedy and existential dread. It's chaotic, making you laugh, stressed, and completely devastated. Directed by the Daniel brothers, the film messes with your mind and leaves you questioning the meaning of it all. It's perfect for nihilists and or people with mommy issues. And now, Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe, a novel that immerses you in the world of pre-colonial Igbo society. But be warned, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. While it explores the depths of human resilience, it features the tragic crumbling of a once thriving community. Now we got the basics out of the way, let's talk about the importance of the opening scenes. In Everything Everywhere All at Once, we're introduced to the Wang family. We first meet Evelyn Wang, both the mom and the main character, enjoying a happy moment with her husband Wayman and their daughter Joy. The scene is immediately juxtaposed. Evelyn's smile fades, now seated at a table full of business receipts. She's preparing for a meeting with a tax auditor while simultaneously trying to cook food for a Chinese New Year party that will hopefully live up to the standards of her visiting father Gong Gong. Meanwhile, in Things Fall Apart, we meet Okonkwo, our protagonist in Umuofia, an Igbo community in Nigeria. His father, Inoka, embodying the source of Okonkwo's fear of failure and eternal shame. But along Okonkwo's introduction as a respected, quick-tempered wrestler, he was determined to outshine his dad's legacy and prove himself as a respected leader. Let's dive into the plot outlines. In Everything Everywhere All at Once, the first conflict we find is that Evelyn's husband wants a divorce. She has trouble accepting her daughter's sexuality, all the while she's trying to impress her father. Despite this, Evelyn's husband Wayman from another universe pops into her life during a tax audit and tells her she has to save the world. Along the way, Evelyn's husband teaches her to travel the multiverse, acquiring new knowledge about her skills and herself along the way. Initially only using physical force to win fights, she eventually uses kindness to win her battles. The most important battle between her and her multiverse daughter, Jobu Tupaki. Through reconciling with her family, Evelyn finds love, safety, and a new perspective on familial conflicts. Now, Things Fall Apart tells the story of Okonkwo, a respected leader in the Igbo community of Umuofia in Nigeria. Okonkwo, driven by a fear of resembling his weak and unsuccessful father, strives to achieve success with his community. However, as the influence of the colonial power grows, Okonkwo's world begins to crumble, leading to tragic consequences that ultimately challenge the very foundations of his culture and identity. Okay, time for some quotes. In Everything Everywhere All at Once, we have the every rejection, every disappointment has led you here to this moment. This quote comes from Alpha Waymond, Evelyn's husband from another universe. He is saying that there is no other person who can save the world. Despite this devastating statement, it's optimistic. It's a reminder that every twist and turn in life has a purpose, even your very poor relationship with your daughter and interdimensional chaos. And from Things Fall Apart, he has put a knife on the things that held us together and we have fallen apart. This quote is in reference to the white colonizers who arrived with their religion and imposed their customs on the Igbo people. It really shows the loss of cultural cohesion and the disintegration of the community's collective identity as they succumb to the influence of the colonizers. But see how tragic and hopeless it is compared to the quote from Everything Everywhere All at Once? It's not trying to be optimistic in any way. It's saying that what happened, colonization, was a process full of loss, and that's that. Now let's talk symbolism. In Everything Everywhere All at Once, we have the bagel, but I'll make a quick explanation first. Okay, so in another universe, Evelyn was the person who found out about the multiverses and how to verse jump, aka travel from parallel universe to parallel universe and or attaining the knowledge skills of that universe. Evelyn's daughter became a lab rat for verse jumping, and after seeing the totality of all human experience, she has rendered her life completely meaningless, leading to her villain arc and claiming the name of Jobu Tupaki. So, the bagel symbolizes Joy's depression, chaos, and everything that makes life both beautiful and challenging. But most importantly, in the center of all that, everything is a void that answers to Joy's suffering. In Things Fall Apart, we have fire. It represents the dangerous and destructive nature of Okonkwo's temperament, but it can also be a symbol of purification. Just like fire, Okonkwo's anger and violence consumes him, leading to tragic consequences, like hanging himself. Yet fire is also shown through ceremonies and rituals. Notice how both of these symbols depict everything, or duality. Both symbolize the destruction and love found in the human experience. Finally, let's talk closing scenes. In Everything Everywhere All at Once, we witness the resolution of every conflict found within the beginning of the story. Evelyn accepts Joy's girlfriend. Evelyn and Waymond are happy together as a couple. Their tax audit has massive improvements, but most notable is Evelyn's contentment with her current situation. It's a complete turnaround, showing growth and the importance of kindness and empathy. And in the closing scene of Things Fall Apart, we witness Okonkwo hanging himself. himself. It's a shocking moment that signifies the fall of Igbo society, serving as a reminder of the devastating impact of colonialism and the loss of cultural identity. It's a powerful conclusion that juxtaposes Everything Everywhere All at Once's ending, contrasting despair and tragedy against hope and resilience.